Okay, friends, see, whenever, if have you seen this type of stool, big stool? Suppose you go to somebody's house, they want your help to remove some items from the attic, and they give a big stool. So you have to climb up and take out the items there. How will you do it? Anybody? Can anybody tell me? You have to climb this little tall stool, and you want to stand on it and then pick up the items from the attic. What you have to take care? Anybody? Hello? Can you hear me? Somebody respond.
Yeah, we have to check all the legs are perfect, whether my weight will be.
Yes. So say base, because it is not your stool. If your stool, you know there is a leg problem or something, but somebody's stools you have to. So what you do, simply you put your hand on top of that and see it is shaking. Is it strong enough? Then you climb on it, correct? Because if there is any one leg, it is weak, or if one leg is short, what will happen?
Fall down, sir.
If the four legs are different height, what will happen?
Still it will fall down, sir.
No, we'll dance on it. We'll stand on it, we'll dance and we'll fall off. So it
Yes,
is
sir.
necessary. Similarly, friend, for your health, there are four important pillars, four fundamentals or four pillars, we say. What is that we see? One leg represents what? See, we all know these 7 essentials for good health. All of you know this? Hello? Chemical means what goes into your system by way of mouth, by way of nose, air, water, food, and excretion, removal of the waste from our body. Very important. If any one of these things doesn't happen, our chemical what I should say, parameters will vary. Structural, physical exercise is a must. Emotional, rest and mind management. So let's see, all these 7 parameters come into these 4 legs. We will see what is the first one: exercise, sunlight, and pranayama. So if you are not doing any physical exercise, you are not exposing yourself to sun, you are not doing any pranayama, that means, remember, either this leg is weak or it is short. What will happen, friends, if it is short? All others are perfect. Hello?
Sir.
It is not stable, no, you cannot stand, you may fall off. So that means exercise is a must. You cannot compromise it. You cannot tell that no, I have a small child, we have to go to office, I have to do kitchen work, whatever you have to do. You have to spend 1 hour in the physical exercise. You have to expose yourself to the sun and do pranayama. What is the second leg? We will see. Rest and mind management. Hello, class jరుగుతుంది. Oh, 8 o'clock class. 8 o'clock class for Sunday kada. నువ్వు కూడా జాయిన్ అవ్వు. So next is rest and mind management. Rest means what? 7 hours night sleep is non-negotiable. What is mind management? How will you handle your how do you handle your mind? Because if you don't handle your mind, what would happen? You get disturbed and it lead to psychosomatic diseases. So what to do? Today we are going to discuss about the mind management. The rest, all of you know, 7 hours sleep. Now, Nagaraj was telling, earlier he was not able to sleep, whatever is XYZ reason. Now he realized the importance of it. If you are not able to do these two things, means what? Your one leg is either weak or short. What will happen if both the legs are short and weak? Hello? There is no chance of you standing on top of it, isn't it? So you will not have a health. What is the third leg? We will see. What is the third leg? Gut health. What is gut health? It comprises of few things. Let's see what are they. Digestion, absorption, and elimination. Gut health means what? Friends, look at it here. You should have at least 2 bowel movements in the day. Not least 2 bowel movements is a must. 2 times you should evacuate your bowels. And you should drink how many liters water? Hello?
3 to 4 liters.
3 to 4 liters.
3 to 4.
I would prefer 4 liters for everybody in India.
Okay.
Unless you are having some health issues or you are staying always in AC. Otherwise, 4 liters is a must. And we all know how to drink that 4 liters water, isn't it? You should not drink water while eating food, immediately after eating food. If you drink water, you should not sit for eating. Right? And you know the process of this 4 liters. Immediately after waking up, you are drinking 1 liter water, you are focusing and going to the stop bowel movement. You are going for 1 hour walk or exercise, whatever XYZ at home work, whatever kitchen work you do. And then after 1.5 hours, you drink again 1 liter water and go for second bowel movement. So 2 liters is over. Balance 2 liters, when are you taking? Between 2 meals. After 2 hours after the first meal, until half an hour before second meal, you will finish 2 liters in installments. Installments means only in the morning you took the bulk water. Can anybody tell me why we are drinking 1 liter in the morning? When we drink 1 liter water in the morning, immediately after waking up, what happens? Your water will enter into the stomach. The stomach is like a balloon. When you fill the water, it gets enlarged. When it gets enlarged, there will be a slight movement on the large intestine. You have seen this large intestine. This is called ascending colon. It is going up. And this is called transverse colon. It is going parallel to the ground. This is descending colon and it gets connected to your anus. So what happens? Look at the digested food should go up. How does it go up, friend? Anything can come down. Going up requires peristaltic movement. Physical exercise is a must. People who are not doing any physical exercise, they will have constipation. So make sure that you do physical exercise, games, swimming, or yoga asanas, anything you have to do 1 hour. Okay. Then what you will do once you had first meal after 2 hours, until 2 hours you finish 2 liters water in installments. That means you drank 300 ml after 2 hours, maybe after another half an hour. Like that, you remember, they keep the water in a bottle and then keep finishing it. Then you have your second meal. And urine. See, look at when you drink 4 liters water, you know how much of output urine goes from your body, friend? Anybody? What is the general output of the urine in terms of measurement? See, generally, you should be able to at least release by way of urine 2 to 2.5 liters. 2 liters at least. 2 liters must go out of your body by way of urine. How will you, if you, first of all, you are not at all drinking water, where it will go? It will not. If you don't go 2 times bowel movement, it is always inside your large intestine. So that it stays there, you know, the longer it stays, the stools, if it longer it stays, what will happen? You have a body temperature of 98.4 degrees. So if you don't drink water, so the body is very intelligent. It wants water, you know, it picks up all the water from your large intestine. That's how people who don't drink water, they have a hard stool. When somebody has a hard stool, what will happen? He'll sit in the bathroom, he'll put a lot of effort. That's how they develop piles problem, fissures and all that. So when you drink 4 liters water in a day, the method we told, and you are able to excrete 2 times, believe me, you will never ever get into trouble. Then when you drink at least 4 liters water in a day, in a whole day, you will be able to excrete by way of 1.5 to 2 liters by way of urine. What is this urine, friends? So what is this urine actually? See, when you drink water, what happens? What is the process? Earlier, suppose you are not drinking more water. If you drink 4 liters water, this water gets absorbed into your bloodstream. It goes into your bloodstream, and the water is traveling along with the blood. It's not doesn't go separately, water and blood. It gets mixed with the blood. Your whatever food you ate, all the glucose will get absorbed in the blood, and in the blood you have the nutrients, you have the glucose, you have all the enzymes, and you have all the water, you have the oxygen. They go to each and every cell, and it gives the good nutrients to that, it picks up all the waste, and it does the cleaning. It's like bathing. Friends, if you are staying in an AC room all day, and evening, why do you want to take bath? You are in AC room, you're not gone out. Why you want to take bath? Suppose when you want to take bath, I will give you only 1 mug water. Will you take bath? No, I want 2 buckets, or I want to stand under the shower. So inside your body, you have almost 40 trillion cells. Each cell is like a generator. So all these cells have to be absolutely supplied with the proper hydration, proper oxygen, proper nutrition. That's how you'll be able to remain healthy. Can you see the slide, friends? Hello? Slide is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So now what happened when this become digestion? Whatever food you eat, it should get digested. And then what should happen? It should absorb all the nutrients from the body. And then it should eliminate. So this is the gut health. Next, what happens? See, look at it. 45 minutes of brisk walk will make you the sweating. And anyway, you're doing pranayama. So these are the 4 waste material going out of our body. One by way of stools, another by way of urine, another by way of sweat, another by way of our breathing out and breathing in. So this has to work efficiently. It will work only efficiently when you drink 4 liters water, when you do go for 1 hour exercise, when you make sure that you have 2 bowel movements, and when you spend some time in the sun, when you spend time in pranayama and abdominal breathing. So these are absolutely non-negotiable things. Then what happens, friends? What is toxicity and nutrition? Toxicity and nutrition. Anybody? Can anybody tell me what is this toxicity and nutrition? See, what is required, you give it, it is a nutrition. What is not required, it is toxicity. What is not required to your body, friends? You don't require coffee, you don't require tea, you don't require alcohol, you don't require so much of sweets and so much of processed foods. So when you are supplying this, it is like your toxins. I gave you the example. For making coffee, you require what? You require milk, you require coffee powder, and you require sugar. Instead of it, I also give you 1 tablespoon of karam, mirchi powder. That means it is not required for making a coffee, isn't it? Simple logic. And what is required? You require milk, you require coffee powder. Suppose I give you less. I give you only a pinch of coffee powder. What will happen? Though I don't advocate coffee, I'm giving it a simple example for you to understand. So what is required, you must provide. What is not required, you should not give to the body. We are all doing that, isn't it? We are giving needlessly things which are not required to the body. So pay attention. Yes. What is the next? This is the important thing, friend. This 4th leg is insulin resistance. Let me tell you, friends, 90% people, one of their leg is either weak or is short. So that's why nobody, at least 90% of the people, are unable to stand on the stool and dance. Why? Because they have one or other problem. Okay. Well, what is insulin resistance? Look at number of blood glucose spikes. See, every time you eat, other than water, every time you put anything in your mouth, it requires digestion. What happens when this is digested? You get glucose into the bloodstream. To control the glucose, there is an insulin. So there is a roller coaster. So there is a morning to night, you have 5 to 6 times roller coaster. Nothing will happen for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. But 10 years, what will happen? A simple example, friends. If I give you earbuds, you all seen the earbuds? Hello? If I give you earbud and I ask you to rub it on our thigh, any problem? No problem. You rub it. But I tell you, rub it at least 100 times, twice in a day for 1 month. What will happen? The same spot. What will happen?
Skin gets irritated.
Skin get irritated. Similarly, when you are giving multi times eating food, what is happening? You are creating insulin. The sugar level will be normal, friends. See, I have seen people at the age 50, 55 also, when they check their fasting blood glucose, it is 95, 96. So everybody says, great, you have no problem, you have no sugar. No, that is wrong. It is not the parameter. It's a controlled parameter. I gave you the example, all of you, remember? Suppose I'm living in, say, Chennai. In the month of May, you ask me, what is the temperature, Mr. Rao? I look at my AC and say 16 degree. It's good, 16 degree. But outside temperature is 40. Similarly, the fasting sugar is a controlled parameter. For years, it will be under control. And people are checking that and I said, no problem. Totally wrong. Very unfortunate. To know your insulin resistance, health problem, what you should do? You should do the test. You should tell the temperature. Yes, sir. Outside is 40 degree, but in my bedroom it is 16. Great. But if you only tell 16 and the other fellow also believes, oh my God, Chennai, in the month of May, the temperature is only 16 degrees, Mr. Rao is telling. Is it a fact or is it, it is a fact only, isn't it? I'm telling fact, but it is in my room. Similarly, your fasting sugar is a controlled parameter. Yeah. So number of glucose spikes is depending on what? On your number of times eating.
Okay.
And also when your blood glucose goes up, friend, once, whenever you eat, it goes up. When else it will go up? Anybody? Blood sugar, without eating, why it will go up? Anybody? Any idea? If you are stressed, the blood sugar will go up. Though you don't eat, the sugar will go up. Why? Anybody tell me what is the reason? Why your blood sugar go up when you are stressed?
హార్మోన్ రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది దానివల్ల
Huh?
హార్మోనల్ ఇంబ్యాలెన్స్
No, not hormonal imbalance. Why should it be hormonal imbalance? No. Why should it? There is no, see, I'm telling you, it's a normal physiology. See, when you are stressed, your blood sugar will go up. Why? Anybody? Any guess? What is stress? If you understand what is stress, why your sugar going up, what happens? What is the mechanism? What is the logic? Anybody? See, listen to me, friends. Suppose, see, our human body is designed for what? Self-preservation and procreation. It has to preserve itself. It doesn't want to die. So what it does, it suppose, see what happens? Why your sugar go up? See, friends, whenever you are stressed means what? Stress means fear, danger. Correct? Now stress means what? Maybe there is a fighting between the spouse, family members. But earlier days, stress means what? The person is gone for hunting. He's gone for hunting, but the tiger is hunting him. What will happen? He gets scared. So what will happen when the tiger has just come in front of you, or you just turned and you saw the tiger in front looking at you? What will happen? You get stressed. So you require energy either to fight or flight, to fight with the tiger or to run away. For both the things, you require strength. Suppose you gone for hunting, you did not have food for 2 days, and you gone for hunting for food, and then you saw the tiger. Where you will get the sugar without eating? So this is the beauty of the mechanism. You automatically, in no time, in a fraction of a second, your liver pushes a lot of sugar into your body. Then what will happen? You get enormous energy to fight. But now what is happening in the present situation? There is no tiger. And you got stressed. You got worried. You got disturbed. There is sugar level. Sugar goes up. That's how people end up into diabetes over a period of time. People with diabetes, if they're stressed, it will not get under control, under medication. So pay attention. Oh my God, what happened? Yes. Can you see the slide, friends? Can you see the slide? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So insulin resistance means number of blood glucose spikes. So blood glucose spike happens whenever you eat food. Other than what, anything you put in your mouth, there is a spike. Then when it will happen, degree of glucose spikes, how peak it is gone and how much time it has taken back. Suppose you eat one egg, there is one type of spike. If you eat ice cream, there will be a very rapid hike and rapidly it will come down. So you have to watch what type of food you are eating. Ultra processed foods, packaged foods. I shared one video. How many of you seen the video? What sort of chemicals are there in the processed foods? I've shared one video. All, have you seen Nagamani Garu? In the 8 p.m. group I shared.
Yeah, not it, sir.
So watch out. See, there are names which we can't even spell out. All are chemical names. So those are the things are mixed in the food. So if you are eating all sorts of chemicals over a period of time, it will impair your system. So avoid. Eat once in a while, but not on a regular basis. Now what happens if you have this all these problems? If you are not doing exercise, you are not sleeping, you are stressed, and you are eating multiple times, you are eating high processed foods, you are not drinking water, you are not getting to the toilet, you are stressed. What will happen in the body? You have toxins, your nutritional deficiency, gut microbiome imbalance, and then insulin resistance, chronic inflammation. A lot of people have inflammation, hormonal imbalance. Then the problem starts, your belly fat, overweight, all these problems start like this. So this is, and the environment. See, though your stool is very good, see, many times what happens, your stool is perfect, but you go onto the road and put it. There is a slope. What will happen? A good stool also you cannot stand. So environment, we cannot say. Anything can happen outside. That's not in our hands. So at least you take care of things which are in your control. Very important. Okay, next we will see this mind management. Hydration, okay, this we don't have to see. We have already know these things. Okay, we will know, look at, there are 9 types of rest. See, we all know rest means what? We all think rest means what? Sleep only. There are 9 types of rest. We will quickly look at them. What are the 9 types of rest? Are you getting all the 9 types of rest? Number 1, your physical rest. What means? That means you are sleeping 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. to coincide with body circadian rhythm. Relaxation, oil massage, sauna bath, all these things will help you to relax physically. Okay. What is the next is mental rest. If you want to take a mental rest, you do listen to music, listen, do the pranayama, do the meditation, mauna vratam, silence. They will help you to improve your mental rest. Emotional rest, offloading emotional baggage, talking to a good friend. Suppose you're sharing your problems, you shared your burdens. What will happen, friends? If you share to a good friend, your problems will become half. But if you share to a wrong friend, it will become double. Watch out. But if you share your happiness, what will happen? It will get doubled. So it's both ways. So watch out and see how best you can make use of it. Okay, next is social rest. What is the social rest? Taking a break from socializing, taking a walk in nature. Social rest means a lot of times we are engaged with so many people. So we have to put a break. Many times, so many parties, so many gatherings, and, totally mixing with so many people must be avoided. Take a break. Then creative rest. Laughter is the best medicine. Watch a funny movie, read a humor book, or listen to, nowadays you have a lot of, roasting videos. They keep roasting the different parties and the roasting of different religions and all that. Watch out. They will give you a lot of fun. Spiritual rest, doing things that give you sense of purpose or meaning. Very important, friends. Something you do to the society. You go to another ashram, help somebody. Or I used to go to a school where blind students, they come for the weekend. So I go there and read for the blind students because they can't read. So help them, do some social work. Sensory rest, very important. Sensory means you have got 5 senses, isn't it? All of you know 5 senses. What are all the 5 senses we have? So you give rest to 5 senses. All of you know this Patanjali's yoga. What is that called? There are 7 limbs of yoga. Ashtanga yoga. Sorry, 8 wings. Ashtanga yoga. There are 8 limbs of yoga. What are they? First is yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, then pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. These are the 8 limbs of Ashtanga yoga. See, this is pratyahara means what? We are getting all the information through all our senses are meant for our survival. We are seeing, we are hearing, we are smelling, right? We are feeling and tasting. So these senses, we are overusing it. Nowadays, by watching movies, talking to people, interaction, all our senses are totally engaged. Friends, let me tell you, the more you use these senses, your energy also will get drained. Have you tried to see, if you're talking to friends long time, your energy gets drained? Because these are you have to give rest to your sense organs. We will see that. sensory rest to the organ. This is called pratyahara. That's what I said. Pratyahara means did you see this tortoise? What happens to the tortoise? When there is a danger, it withdraws. It withdraws its head inside the shell. Nobody can do anything to that tortoise because it is withdrawn all its organs inside, including the legs. It becomes like a shell. Sensory rest. What is the eighth one? Is digestive organ rest. This is where our system comes into picture. Eat only twice when hungry and maintain the same timing. Nothing in between 2 minutes except water. Other than water, everything is food. Finish your dinner. I mean the second meal, 7 p.m. and fast 16 hours until next day, 11 a.m. to give rest to internal diet. Full day fasting once in 15 days. We are doing this, isn't it, friends? It is part of our 30 wellness secrets. Most important in case of illness, if you become sick, what happens when you become sick? What happens to your body? When you're sick, the body tells you rest, don't do work, take rest. But what we do, we want to go to the office, so we put a tablet. To put a tablet, you cannot take the tablet with empty stomach, so you want to eat. So you are doing both. You are going against the nature. Only human beings are doing that. No other animal. If animal is sick, it won't eat. Have you ever seen a small child, when it is not well, it refuses to drink milk? And you do any sort of thing, it won't. But we force them. By the time the children become 1, 2 years, they say, no, I don't want to eat. The parents won't leave it. See, we ourselves don't know why the guy is not eating. We don't leave it. Very unfortunate. Our knowledge is very limited. So this is what it is. So these are the 9 types of rest. What 9 types of rest? So just see whether you are doing all these 9 types of rest. I would suggest all of you to take a screenshot so that you can see this one. Okay. We will now go to the, okay, next is what? Next we are looking at the mind management. What is mind management? We talked about it, friends. See, your mind management means your remote control. Is your remote control with you or with somebody? What happens if your remote control is with your, I don't know whether you have seen the movies in the olden days when I was a kid. We used to have a movie, Kantara. So he is going to fight the villain. The villain, anytime he pierces with this knife, nothing happens to that fellow. He laughs. Then somebody will tell him, no, his life is not in his body. It is in some peacock or somewhere, not peacock, some bird. Ramachalakalondi. So that is somewhere far away. Then he goes there with a lot of difficulty, he catches that, and he tries to twist the neck. Then here that guy will cry with pain. Have you remember that movie? Any such movie?
Yes.
Sir, Patala Bhairavi.
Patala Bhairavi. So now also, mana remote control got with somebody. If somebody comes and tells you on bad news, what will happen? We'll fall off. Our control is with them. So pay attention, friends. Take charge. So we will now quickly look at it. What are these? How do we manage our mind? Okay. There are 10 negative emotions. What is that? Okay. What are the 10 negative emotions? Wait a second. Okay. What are the 10 negative emotions, friends? See, we all know this. Kama, Krodha, Moha, Lobha, Mada, Matsarya, Swartha, Ananya. Very difficult for me to. Amananatva. Basically, it is desire. What is desire? Kama means it's not anything to do with sex. It is a desire. I want it. The more strong you have the desire, you have the problem. The desire. Then the anger. Attachment. Attachment means what happens? You are so attached. Suppose you buy an iPhone, which is costing 1 lakh rupees. What will happen if you lose? You will cry. The more you attach. Suppose you have a Renault pen, 5 rupees pen. If you lost also, you just check for 1 minute and you forget about it. Isn't it, friends? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Have you it? Why you are not attached? Because you feel it is worthless. But when you buy an iPhone costing 1 lakh rupees, if it is misplaced, probably you will get very much disturbed. So that's attachment. Fine, you have to have possessiveness is okay, but this attachment is very dangerous. We will study that. Attachment can cause great energy drain and it can lead to death. Have you ever noticed, friends, attachment can lead to death? See, for example, you have seen the movies in olden days. Gummadi, basically, the Gummadi is an expert actor in that. Somebody comes and tells Gummadi that your son met with an accident. This guy holds his son, he falls off, he's dead. Why? Because he's so attached. Suppose somebody comes and tells some Apparao had died. Who's the Apparao? When he died? Because he's not bothered about that. The more you are attached, the more problem you have, friends. See, very important, attachment is not necessary. You require involvement. There's a difference between attachment and involvement. Involvement means what is needed you will do, but you are not attached. So that's what I advocate people to join this inner engineering program by Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev. Amazing program. It is 7 sessions are there. In Telugu, it is only 2,000 rupees program. If you do this program, I'll tell you, friends, you will have an amazing relationship with your spouse, with your children, with your friends. You will learn. The program name is Inner Engineering. We have done so many things to the outer world. All the comforts, all sorts of facilities we have created. But we don't know how to manage our mind. We don't know how to handle our emotions. We don't know how to handle our relationships. So this program would be very helpful. I would suggest strongly just, ask for this program with just 2,000 rupees, 7 sessions. Sadhguru directly gives to you. You can do at your free time. At your convenience. So what is this anger, attachment, greed, overpride, jealousy, selfishness, injustice, cruelty, ego? What is selfishness and injustice, friends? See, we don't fight for injustice. If somebody, a poor guy is getting, not in the sense, if anybody is being unjustifiably be treated, somebody is ill-treating. So if you are there, you should be able to, come to the help of that guy. But of course, nowadays it is dangerous. If you get involved, you get hurt. So obviously plan in such a way that wherever is possible, you stand towards the righteousness. Is it clear, friends? Am I talking? Are you understanding the points what
Yes.
I'm speaking?
Yes, sir.
If you have any doubts, you can ask me in between. You're just looking at it, because this is also very important. We are taking care of our physical health. We are understanding the 7 essentials for good health. But at the same time, we need to look at this mind management, learn. All right. So these are the things, ego, worry. Oh, you know, this is there. Okay. Reaction versus response. Can anybody tell me what is reaction and response? What is the difference between a reaction and response?
Reaction means we are carrying our emotions, sir. Response means just we are answering that.
Okay.
No.
Can you give an example? See, basically, let me put it in little differently to you for understand quickly. Reaction means just immediately we are replying and acting on it without even thinking. Responding means you are thinking and giving an answer. See what happens, somebody comes to you behind and tells you are a fool. Just comes and he whispers in your ear, you are a fool. What will happen? We immediately get angry. You say, you are a bloody fool, your father is double fool. Then there is a fight. Suppose he says that you are a fool, all that you have to respond to him that I am not a fool. That's all. Just leave him at that point. But it is difficult. You know what happens, friends? We have in our brain, there is something called animal brain. That is called reptile brain, not animal brain, reptile brain. What is this reptile brain? It is just actually our connecting to your backbone starting point. That is called reptile brain. And here you have that intelligence, all that perception and all those things. Suppose somebody comes, suppose something happens, you feel some sort of movement on your leg, immediately you respond. It is meant for your self-preservation. But whereas the frontal cortical, what is that called? Frontal brain is primarily to think and then respond, imagination, creation and all those things. So many a times, we always, react. So learn to respond. These things you can learn when you do this program, Inner Engineering. How do we handle these responses? See, if you go to the jail, and see the people who came there, who got convicted, who are undergoing a prison time, at least 80% people will tell, why you came here? That fellow shouted at me, he gave him one kick in his nose, he died. So he was put in the jail. What happened? He was unable to control his emotions. He has reacted. So he landed in jail. We are all outside luckily because we are not to that level. Only 5-10% of the people who are in the prison have done that is called premeditative crime. Premeditative, planned. A lot of times we don't plan. Something happened, some out of anger, out of emotion, you acted and then you got into trouble. So we have to learn these things, friends. So we have to learn to respond. Next is what is chronic stress shuts down the body's natural repair and rejuvenation process. Remember this. As I told you, when you are stressed, what happens? See, when you are stressed, there is no other activity except self-preservation. You need when you are in a danger, that time what happens? Will you go and do the makeup?
Yes.
You will be trying to fight. You are always on a mood. So this is a stress condition is something, you are on a peak. That time your digestion will come down. Your repair work won't happen. You won't have peacefulness. You can't feel like sleeping. You are disturbed. You are very angry. So the more you stay in that condition, a hyper condition, it is going to hamper your health. So the sensible fellow at the earliest you should come out. I always tell people, see, we have a habit of lingering on the problem. Say, for example, friends, when you are going on the road, some municipal people are cleaning the drainage. What they do when the drainage is being cleaned, what happens? That area will be smelling very badly. What you should do, you should run away from there or you take a chair and sit there. So, but we are doing that. When we get angry, we want to resolve the problem there. No, you have to get out of the situation. The earlier you get out of the situation, you will be safe. Same thing. If somebody is taking a stick and stirring the drainage, it will be stinking. You should not hang around there. Go out from that place. Some simple practical tips we should do to manage our stress and come out of it at the earliest. So the longer you stay in chronic stress, it will hamper, shuts down your repair and rejuvenation work. Stress response, what will happen when you're stressed? Your glucose will go up, cortisol will go up, toxins will go up in the body. And then what will happen? Your body will become rigid. You develop a lot of, maybe headache and various body pains and all that because the stress causes all these things. Emotional health. What is emotional health? You have to have a harmonious relationship with family, friends, and others. Very important. If you have a fight with your neighbor, what will happen? Whenever you are going, you open the door, the other fellow will shut the door. We will not have a peace. So you have to, first of all, have a relationship with your spouse, your family members. If there is already some friction, first time you go there, say sorry, resolve the problem. Don't stay with that, conflict long, which is not good. Earliest you should resolve these problems, especially family members, our own relations. I heard somebody, no, I'm not talking to my brother for so many years. Fine, make a change. Say sorry to your brother. Start starting of the relationship. Very important. See, if suppose your brother is not talking to you and you can't face him, it is not worth. We don't know how long we are going to stay alive. So find the first opportunity to resolve the thing. From your side, suppose the fellow doesn't want to talk to you, that's all right. At least you make a move from your side. You make the correction. You say sorry. You say I regret. You do whatever is best possible from your side. Okay, the other person is not interested in having the relationship. It is all right. At least from your side, you are making an effort. What is next? Spiritual health. How do you attain the spiritual health? Meditation, prayer, laughter, appreciation, gratitude, charity. Very important, friends. These two words, I'm telling you, appreciation and gratitude. See, I've seen very, very strange. We don't appreciate people. See, I give you one example. It has happened in Mahabharata. The story goes like this. Krishna asks Duryodhan, I'm giving you, say, 1 week time. Can you go and bring one good man in the earth? He will say immediately, what nonsense. There is no good man. Everybody is a rascal and scoundrel. Why? No, don't wait. Go on 1 week. I'm giving you time. Go and find out. He finds even Krishna is not good as per his perception. Okay, he gives him time and asks him to get out. So then he calls the Dharmaraja. He asks Dharmaraja, can you go and bring one bad guy? He says bad guy. There is no such a bad guy. Everybody is good. Look at the perception, friends. Two people, one fellow is telling there is no good person around the world. Another person says there is no bad man around. What does it mean? What it means is you are looking the positive sides of it. Yes, people do make mistakes. People have their issues, but look, focus on the positive side. Of course, you have to give some feedback, help them and all that, but focus, learn to look at positives. Positives. See, a lot of people, friend, I tell you, whenever I go, see, when you appreciate somebody, what happens? If you say somebody, oh, wonderful dress, it's very nice. Moment you say what happened, the other person will big smile. You think, oh, why I should, but friends, when you appreciate somebody, there is hormones in your body also. You are also improving your hormones. Learn that. How many times you appreciated your spouse? I shared one video, I don't know whether you've seen, one lady, Valentine's Day, with a very great love and all that. I love you, she wrote with some sort of ketchup. And she puts a dosa to her husband. That guy is eating food, he is watching TV, he breaks open the small dosa and he just rubs it and eats away. He doesn't even bother to see that. I shared that video. How many people have seen? I don't know.
I have seen, sir.
Yeah. So we are unmindful. Please make attempt. Every day I see that, okay, have I appreciated at least 10 people? Have I appreciated? But don't make a fall just for the sake of some drama. Don't do that. Somebody is suppose not nicely dressed, you say, oh, you're very nice. What? You're making a fun or what? So don't do that. Genuinely you do that. So this is one way of good relationships when you start appreciating people. Gratitude. See, many times we are all absolutely ungrateful, friends. Look at what is happening in Gaza. Look at what is happening in this place near Russia and Ukraine. They are suffering and we have no problem, but we are stuck. Some small issue, whole day we are upset and we are having fight with our friends or spouse. Silly. There, when bomb will come, we don't know. Whether they'll survive or not, they don't know. They are living like that. I'm not saying that you have to do that. Learn to show gratitude. Very important. See, friends, when you're getting food, you may think that you have salary, you got the rice, you got all vegetables, your wife cooked. Remember one thing, friend, when you have a food in your plate, so many people work for that. Look at the plate. The plate is manufactured by somebody and it has come to your house. Look at every item. Nothing has happened to you. So many people, somebody has bought the item from the field and to the market and then to the shop. And in the shop, maybe the delivery boy brought it to you. You have it on your table. So are you grateful? Are you showing gratitude to so many people? You are not alone, friend. You are living. You are absolutely dependent on so many people. So that sort of gratitude in the heart would help you a lot. And look at in the nature. See, a lot of people, I tell a lot of people, have you seen a dead body? Dead body is always flat on the ground, isn't it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
You see a lot of dead people walking. They don't see anything. They just walk. Maybe even tomorrow, Vishnumurti comes with his all his items also. This fellow will think he's a drama artist. He won't think he's Bhagavan came. So to that level, we have become mechanized. We have become like a robot. See, friends, when you just go to the nature, watch what fantastic things are happening. Look at the shades of the leaves, changing the colors. Everything is an amazing, everything. We are all thinking God. God is in Kumbh Mela or in some Tirupati temple on Falana date. No, friends. God is nothing but nature. Nature is the pin code of God. Remember this point. What is the address of the God? Is the nature. All around you. So pay attention. All right. Spiritual health. Next is what? Let go attitude. Very important, friends. Positive thinking, non-attachment, company of joyful people. That is called satsang. When you are going and sitting, like we are doing this program, is like a satsang. What is let go attitude? Can anybody share? What is let go attitude? Telugulo adbhutamaina padam. Ponile. Somebody shouted at you. Is a ponile. How simple it is. No. How we will say like that? Gone. You are finished. And your spouse are fighting with that guy. We don't know what will happen. Have you ever noticed, parents, when there is a problem with the neighbors, it started with a small thing, but they end up in the police station breaking their heads. Then what happened? This fellow abused me. But initially it started with only a small thing. It got accelerated, exaggerated, and it inflated. So pay attention, have learned. That's what I say, let go attitude. Very, very adbhutamaina padam. Learn this thing. Nannu evarana insult chesadu anukondi. Remember, we always think, oh, why he has insulted me. See, friends, nobody can insult you without your agreement or approach. See, there is a story. I would love to tell you this story. Very important. Buddha, Gautama Buddha, is a very attractive person, very young and energetic guy. He used to go for bhiksha. The bhiksha means not like the modern bhiksha. They go to only one house and they ask for bhiksha. If they give, they eat. If they don't give, they don't eat that day. They don't go to 4 houses for asking bhiksha. That is the method of those times these Buddhist monks used to go. That's why most of the people are alert. When some Buddha bhiksha come, they go and give food. So what happened one day when Buddha has gone and asked for Bhavati Bhikshandehi. So the lady from inside shouted, saying that, look, I am busy, go away. So he again calls one more time. So the lady gets very angry. She started shouting from inside, but somehow she brings the bhiksha. And she comes to him and he looks at Buddha, and he's a very able body man. I said, you are absolutely fit man. Why are you begging? You have all the limbs proper. You should not beg and all that. She shouts at him and she puts the bhiksha in his patra. Then immediately withdraws. He doesn't accept it. He says, I am not accepting your bhiksha. Similarly, he has not accepted all her scoldings. See, whatever she said, no, since I did not take the bhiksha, bhiksha is with her. Like whatever she shouted, she said, he has not taken it. So it's with her. So learn these things. Of course, it's too philosophical. I'm not fit to train all this, but I'm just giving you some hints, some points to you. So without your acceptance, nobody can insult you. Let go attitude, positive thinking, non-attachment. Next is what? To be happy. Very important, friend. To be happy, do what you like. For any reason, if you are not able to do what you like, then learn to like what you do. Very important. I would like to share you a small, what is this meaning? Means you do what you like. Suppose you are not able to do what you like, then leave the damn thing. Don't do that. See, as I told you, the difference between lovemaking and rape is what? Rape is the one which you are not accepting it, you are not liking it, you don't want it. That is rape. If you're liking it, it is a romance. Same action, but one time you call it the romance, another time is the rape. So similarly here, friends, I used to work in service department. I was a service manager. So they've transferred me to sales. Service job is a very, not a very, what I should say, challenging job. No targets, nothing like that. So when they shifted me to sales, I was finding it difficult. So I was not liking the job. So I wanted to shift. I asked my management, no, I'm not interested in sales. I want to shift. They said, no, we have reorganized. So we have put you in sales, like that. So then I thought what to do. That is the time I learned this thing. Now I was feeling miserable because I'm doing a job which I didn't like it. I like service job, but they should stressful me. Then I thought, okay, let me kick the job. I find another job. But I felt like this job very much. They have given me a lot of promotions. Job was good. It is in my convenient and all that. So now I have no option of leaving it. So I started liking the job. I learned to like the job. Then it became very interesting for me. And I became service head, marketing head, general manager, all that. So friends, here is the very important. Something which you don't like, kick it off. If you are not able to kick it off for whatever reason, start liking it, start loving it, find a way to find it useful to you. Okay. All right. What is the next? Social integration. Very important. Everyday interactions with people, you come and extending a helping hand by words or deeds without any expectation. See, many times, friends, we help friends with an expectation. Okay, he will give me something. If you are able to do things without any expectation, that's the great one. I wanted to show you a small video, which I really loved it. I want to show you. Let's see whether I can play it. It is my favorite, thing. This is called Make a Difference. Listen to this.